Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I'm just happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for life. I'm happy and grateful for you. You know, I don't take these days lightly, I don't take them for granted. So I want to come up once again. Meal Prep Monday, mindset, education, accountability, and lifestyle. I truly believe that this is a vision from Jehovah God, really just reminding us that if we could begin to attack the battles that are in our conscious mind, educate ourselves on how to be consistent with continuing to win the battles in our mind, keep accountability with us, man, our life is going to show it. All right. And so for 2023, I don't know about you, but I just believe that this is the season of harvest. I believe that for all of us who have continued to fight the good fight and just really be willing to learn to be who we are unapologetically, willing to be submissive to Jehovah God, willing to walk out humility. I believe that this is the season that we will visually see that we are healthy, that we are wealthy, that we are prosperous, that everything that our hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow great things. So if your hands are a good steward of money, then your money must, shall, and will be a harvest for you in this season. I don't know about you, but I believe it. I declare it. I receive it. I believe it. I know that this journey can't make me get froggy and leap. None of that, because I believe the things that I've heard. Whew, okay? So listen, we're talking about being intentional, all right? Last week, we talked about being intentional because, you know, it's the beginning of the year. What is the thing that we all do? I don't know. I write vision, okay? So the beginning of the year, just about everyone does these declarations. They do this vision. So this month, I'm going to focus on that, if not longer. We might be, you always envision, okay? But here's the thing. Last week, I told you, you have to be intentional. So we write the vision and we make it plain. Everyone goes to Habakkuk 2:2. Believers, unbelievers, they go to Habakkuk 2:2. But go to some verses after that. And we talk about this. We definitely talked about it for sure last year, on the year before, I can't remember. But you write the vision, you make it plain so that those who see it may run with it. See, there's another verse. Then the next verse says, and at its appointed time. Listen, when you write the vision, you make it plain. It cannot lie. It cannot return void. It must happen. All right. Do you believe in your vision, and what you wrote? Do you believe it? Don't minimize your vision. We are spirit with a soul wrapped in flesh. We have learned. See, I'm not even going to talk about past tense anymore. If there's anything that you missed, go back to the YouTube channel. I am Nicole D. Jones. We talked about all this. We started this, okay? Meal Prep Mondays is to shift your mind. It's to drop seed. It's to drop nuggets, all right? But you do your due diligence, because nobody can walk this journey out but you. Go back, listen to those things. Allow the comforter that has been left to lead, guide, and direct us, expand it for you. Okay? And then we come together and we hold each other accountable. We come together so that when life hits us, that we are able to gain strength one from another. All right? So we're writing a vision. We're making it plain. We believe by faith that in its due season, it will come to pass. That when people see it, that they will run with it. What are they running with? They're encouraging you. They're believing for you, so that on those days that you don't believe and you don't feel, then they're able to strengthen you, which is why you got to know who has access to you. All right? Who are you giving your access to? Who's around you? Okay? All of this is important. Ultimately, for you to be the best version of you unapologetically. Everything has to work together for you, okay? Because you're needed, you're relevant, you're necessary. You have a purpose. You are purpose. You're not looking for your purpose. You're looking to walk out your purpose, okay? So when we start writing vision, we got to believe that it's coming from our original DNA, which is why you don't limit it. Don't write your vision based off of what you see right here like this. Don't know. What do you see? What is in your subconscious? What is in you that you write out? And when you look at it, you're like, what? Listen, what stirs up when you're in that still time to write your vision? Okay? But here's the thing. Last week we talked about being intentional. All right? You got to be intentional. Now, in intention, because I wanted to go into self-sabotage, but we're not there yet. We ain't ready. We need to understand intention. All right. We need to stay right here for a minute. All right. Because here's the thing. When you think of time, you got to understand that time starts with a thought. Okay. Time starts with a thought. So really time starts in the future because you start thinking vision. You start thinking, your vision starts with a thought. It's in the future. All right. You write it down. You work the plan. You stay intentional on it. That's the present. And as you're doing it, as you're walking it out, it's in your past. Y'all go back and replay that. You catch it. All right. Let that unpack the way it needs to with you. All right. But this is the thing. To be a person of vision, you have to be able to think about and plan your future wisely. Okay? So we're being intentional. We're writing our vision. You got to be able to think about it. Future. What your vision is always later. It's the end result. You write it. Be intentional of what your end result is. What is your end result financially? What is your end result with what you're doing? If you work, what is your end result? If you're an entrepreneur, what is your end result? Not where you're at, not what you're walking through. What's the end? What is your legacy? Can we start writing vision from our legacy? What do we want to leave when I leave this earth? When I leave this journey, when Nicole D. Jones is gone, what is the end result? Why am I doing these morning mindset calls? Why am I doing boot camps? Why am I doing courses? Because when I physically leave, I want Nicole D. Jones to be in the house just like my homeboy, Tyler Perry. Y'all caught that right? That's my homie. I done told y'all, me and Tyler Perry friends. Y'all. When I'm chilling in his living room and he chilling in mine. See, I don't stump for the gram, all right? So when you see me and him in a picture together, we ain't gonna be out in public doing a selfie. We're gonna be sitting, chilling, watching a movie, all right? Listen, where's my vision, okay? Why do I say Tyler Perry? I told you guys, when I was in my 20s and I was in Maryland, he first started doing those plays. I took Khadijah to a play. And I remember he stopped afterwards. This is when he used to always wear that blue suit. He stopped and he talked to me and Khadijah, and he was asking Khadijah how she thought, because she was around Jaden's age. So what she thought about the play and all this and that. And from that point on, over the years, all right, so for the past 30 years, every now and again, the Lord, I would have a dream, but it would be about Tyler Perry. And it would be like we would be places together and all these different things. So from my 20s into me about to be 50 this month, I still see it. Then when he moved his house, he built his house when he bought all that land here in Georgia. His house was on the hill behind my subdivision. Then I was like, see, I told y'all, see, now we neighbors. Y'all think I'm playing. See, you gotta see your vision. And when you start writing it intentionally, you gotta believe it. All right? It's not that Tyler Perry is all that. It's about what Tyler Perry stands for. Okay? And if he can leave a mark, why do I think that I can? Birds of feathers flock together. This is why you gotta understand your circle. It's not to minimize or make you feel like you better. But when you start writing vision, and you start looking to the left and the right, and it ain't helping you level up, listen, you're the best help when you are the best you. Remember that, okay? You're the best help when you're the best you. If we all in the same boat, who pulling who up? And I'm not saying throw people away. What I am saying is level up. What you doing? Where you running? How do you know what fine wine is when you can't even go to a place where you can afford it? Anyway, all right. So I'm digressing. So we intentional, all right? We're intentional. But here's the thing. A person of vision is just somebody who can think about it, plan for it, the future, and be wise enough to walk it out. All right? We are all people of vision. Why? Because we got to get back to our original DNA. I said that. Last year, go find it. I need to do better with labeling the little videos, maybe. Land on whichever one that Jehovah God lay on your heart, wherever the Holy Spirit leads you. Watch it, okay? But we are original DNA, all right? Our original birthright is kingdom. Whew, that's your citizenship, okay? So vision comes from who you really are. You just got to be willing to allow your subconscious to override your conscious so that you can tap into it, write the vision. You can make it plain, and then you keep looking at it so that you can believe it. All right. So person of vision is the ability to think about, plan for the future, and wise enough to see it. All right. This is some things you got to understand. When we write it out, see, we can get off these calls on Monday and be all excited, and we'll go in and we'll sit and do our time. And don't be trying to write your vision while you working and in the car and doing all these different things. Think about it. Keep a notebook with you so you can jot these things down, and then be intentional. Whew. Be intentional about yourself, okay? Don't take it lightly. This is your legacy. Stop. Listen, it's mind over matter, right? Start looking at your vision as your legacy. Then maybe you'll put a little more effort in it. Maybe you'll be a little more intentional to see that thing through, all right? I'm going to sound like a broken record, but do you not understand that repetition breeds and births consistency? If you're repetitive, you'll be consistent. And consistency will sneak up on you because you keep repeating. You're constantly repeating. You only realize that you become consistent in it. Oh, God. All right. But here's the thing. When we're intentional on our vision, when we're intentional, when we understand what we're doing, you got to understand that life is going to come to blur your vision. Let me say that one more again. Life, your life, my days. There are going to be times in my days where it is the enemy, the adversary is intentionally going to allow people, places, and things to come in and try to blur my vision. All right? I need y'all to understand that. If you could understand that, then your first posture won't be an attitude. Can we like lean back, fall back, and just kind of say live for a minute? Pause when stuff happens. Know that things are going to happen. Things are going to intentionally come. This is why you have to be more intentional on your vision than you are on situations. Situations are going to come and go. They're going to come and go. All right? But your vision should be intentionally on your mind. You should be able to see it. Okay? It should be everywhere. Everywhere ain't too many places. Because when life begins to happen, when that person begins to nut a fool, listen, I ain't even gonna put it on nobody. When your mind starts playing tricks on you, it don't even have to be anything external. Because the biggest enemy that you fight is the inner me. It's the inner me. It's the mind. Why? Because those thoughts are true. They're facts. It's just the enemy comes and he takes factual memories and he tries to taint and pervert them. So you got to understand, this is why people do vision board parties. This is why people gather together. I went to one with my sister-in-law, and this year, I'm going to show y'all. Hold on. Listen, look, this year, I wrote all words, okay? And before we leave, we have to explain our board. So I told them, I said, you know what? This year, I'm doing words because I know that God gave me the meal plan. He gave me this, all right? He gave me the vision. So this year, I told them, I said, you know, my daughter, she's very creative. She has a creative mind, okay? And I always give shout outs to Kadeja because she does some stuff, man, you can be talking to her. She picked that daggone iPhone up. She don't even need a computer, all right? This is a gift. It's a gift. She has a God-given gift and talent of creativity. But listen, for y'all creators, just what you don't understand. Y'all the ones that money always comes to you. Prosperity always comes to you. We look at you and be hating on the down low because your rock bottom ain't never a rock bottom, because creativity comes directly from the throne of God. Y'all understand that, right? So I was telling them, it don't come that easy for me. And it was like while I was creating my board, looking for all these pictures, Holy Spirit quickened me. He said, that girl got your DNA with her, just like mine. So if she's creative, so are you. Listen, I've got to get in words, and I told them I put words because I'm very black and white, and I'm understanding that gray is where we learn. Gray is where our imagination and our dreams are. I need to activate the gray in my head, okay? So I said, I'm putting words because I'm so book smart. I'm fogged up in the gray, all right? So I told them I'm putting words. So as I see the words, I am intentionally learning how to envision. Listen, look how I wrote my check, y'all. Can y'all see that? I wrote the check, paid to the order of Nicole D. Jones. It's written out with a comma, zeros, and an arrow, because it ain't gonna stop. The date, 2023. It's written out to philanthropist level you've ordained for kingdom building, and it's signed by Jehovah God. Now, why did I do that? Because I'm intentional to know that I serve a limitless God, okay? And even when we write our vision and we're intentional about it, I need you to understand that even what you write, and as far as your mind can take you, it is still not the end of your journey. Because our minds can't even think or imagine how far we really have our purpose in this journey. Man, I need somebody to catch this, all right? So listen, life is gonna fog your vision, all right? So you gotta learn how to be focused. You gotta stay focused on them storms. We make a joke. I'm gonna say this, man, I can't even get through my notes. I literally hit 2 points off of 2 pages of notes. But listen, you gotta learn how to stay focused in the storms. You gotta know, stop letting life knock you off your feet. Stop it. If you quick to get angry, quick to get frustrated, quick to do these different things, you need to be quicker to fall on your knees. You need to be quicker to start playing some worship music. You need to be quicker to rest your lips, because you'll have, life will come bring you something. It'll be a situation that's bringing you into a downward spiral, and now you done made it worse. January 2023, I had to tell specific people, I need grace this month. Listen, January 2022, I was all pumped thinking I was about to be the drill sergeant on a boot camp for Nicole D. Jones. My father falls. 72 hours, he's expired. planned 2 funerals for him, 2 homegoing services, did a birthday without him, did the service, his final homegoing with my kinfolk and my family the day after my birth. Listen, January, my life, this journey is trying to fog my days, baby. I gotta wake up intentional, all right, to put my mind somewhere, because I have lost the only safe place that I really realized that I've ever known, because I've been that closed in. So now I've lost my safe place, and God is still showing me, like, girl, you only been safe in one place in your whole life because you're like this. All right? So I'm over here like, my safe place is gone. And then God himself is telling me, yeah, and it's your fault because you don't know how to create them. Where is the sympathy and empathy, baby Jesus? Listen, this is another thing. 2023, I had to leave baby Jesus in 2023. I need the full-grown whole Jesus to walk with me in 2023 because I'm going to be intentional. All right? So now look, it's 10:27. In us doing our vision, because it's not one day. All right? This is just something that I did, but it's going to be added. Because when you start writing a vision, I hope that your vision ain't just for the next 30 days. So it's future. So your vision is always going to be downloads. That's why it's good to keep a book with you. I done kept mine a little back, done fell off. It's good to keep something with you to write. All right? Because it's always going to be expanding, because your vision is coming from a supernatural place. So we got to naturally be ready. So I'm just giving you the warning. Be intentional. Know that this journey is going to try to fog your vision. The enemy wants to kill, steal, and destroy you. He don't want the vision to come to pass. He don't want my children's children to remember me with a smile on my face, on their face. He don't want that. He doesn't want my name to be known like Oprah. Okay? He don't want that. Because he doesn't want what I'm trying to give, because it's kingdom. All right? So you got to know that. All right? And just be wise, be clear, focus. You got to focus. When we're intentional, I need y'all to be intentional about your vision. I need you to understand that fog is going to come. Situations are going to come that's going to try to distract you from your vision, and focus is necessary, y'all. Focus. All right? You cannot afford to have your circle anything. It can't be mediocre. No disrespect. It level up, or you're going to miss the harvest. You're going to get some of it, but you won't get all of it. All right? Because God moves in seasons. So the harvest is just a harvest. So you're going to reap benefit from it, but you won't receive all of it. And stop robbing yourself. You should want this for you, so that everything that you care and love, even the people who ain't leveling you up, that you can't let go of, you don't let them go because you love them. Love them enough to let them go, level up, and then go back to them later and bring them up with you instead of you staying where they are. All right? So it's 10:30. I'm going to stop right there. I just want to remind you, all right, that you are healthy. You are wealthy. You are prosperous. You are purpose. You're relevant. You're necessary. You're needed. And what you have, it is to manifest in this season. You are a miracle. So let the miracles come out. All right? Stay focused, stay humble, and stay positive, and continue to be the best version of you unapologetically, because no one else can do it. All right? Have a fantabulous rest of the day. Smooches.